Hey, I'm Not So Ace Trainer, and what about the gimmick for Pokémon Scarlet and Pokémon Violet? Let's get into it! There hasn't been any shortage of awesome theories regarding how Pokémon Scarlet and Violet will approach the new gimmick of Gen 9, and even I have made one in the past when talking about the possibility of a new type. What I talked about was how the Legends plate from Pokémon Legends Arceus could be a hint at the future, with the gimmick being a temporary all-type state where the Pokémon had, well, all types. This would of course be a one-in-a-battle thing with only a few turns to use, and I think it would be pretty cool. But I then doubled down and said that only certain Pokémon will be able to achieve that state. And now I'm even more sure of it. If you watched my video where I talked about there not being time travel in Pokémon Scarlet and Pokémon Violet, and if you didn't, you should absolutely check it out, trust me. You know that I believe this will pick up from the whole other dimensions and other worlds theme that we've been introduced in Gen 6 with the Delta episode lore. Because of this, I don't really think we're gonna see the future forms and ancient forms of Pokémon like so many people are saying. This would be a strange approach to the games, one that would be pretty cool, but I don't see Game Freak doing. By looking at the trailer, we see that we have two major changes from one version to the other: the clothing color and the professors. There's of course the Legendaries and the Ideals, but that always changes the plot in every single game. In Sapphire you were dealing with Team Aqua and Kyogre, and in Ruby you had Team Magma and Groudon, different ideals that affected the plot and gameplay. But in other games with different Legendaries but the same evil team, you always saw it being part of it as well, like in Diamond and Pearl and BDSP. The dialogue would adapt to the whole time or space thing, depending on the version. Because of this, I don't believe we will see different special forms for each version. I do believe we'll get special forms, or at least a special state though. These games, to me, will happen in different dimensions, and I'm not just saying that because of the whole save file lore I talked about in that video I mentioned. I'm saying they are purposely making these two games happen in clearly two different realities, or dimensions, or worlds, whatever you want to call them. But there is one specific spot where they meet, and that is the mirror dimension that we've seen in the last part of the trailer. I think that is what connects both worlds, maybe even how we can play together with people from different realities. We've seen players with both orange clothing and purple clothing playing together in the same overworld with the new 4-player multiplayer. Now, we know Pokemon games always hint at features coming in the future. They're constantly trying to improve the ones they have, even if some people like to say they don't. And one thing we got in Sword and Shield was that the gimmick was heavily connected to multiplayer. So I think it is the same here. We will be hunting Pokemon that go through that mirror dimension, and this is where all my theories tie in together. The new gimmick will be a Legends plate effect, where the Pokemon will have all the types for a number of turns, and only once per battle, and when exposed to the crystal from the Japanese logo. This is heavily based on the symbolism of the light spectrum and its presence in the Windrose Plaza. Only specific Pokemon will be able to use this though, and they will have to be caught using these special Pokeballs we see at the end of the trailer. Those Pokemon will be related to a key plot point in the game, which will be that mirror dimension that connects both versions of the same world. This will allow players to play together and hunt for those Pokemon throughout the overworld, even sharing version exclusives. Because of the effects of the mirror dimension, this Pokemon will have its typing affected by the crystal and will be able to use the Gen 9 gimmick. Just like Dynamax Adventures, they will also be available offline of course for players that do not have Nintendo Switch Online. And that is my new and possibly final theory on the gimmick for Pokémon Scarlet and Pokémon Violet, and I cannot wait to be wrong on this one. But what about you? Do you have any ideas about the gimmick for Pokémon Scarlet and Pokémon Violet? Let me know in the comments down below. And now, like the video if you like it, dislike if you don't, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pokémon content, and also ring the bell so you know when the next video is out. You can follow me on social media and Twitch. I stream there Wednesday to Sunday, not Saturday, or join our Discord. All the links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.